Hi, everyone, and welcome again to another Teacher Joseph video clip. And today we're going to talk about small talk. As you might know, small talk is that great way that British people communicate without actually saying anything. Very important for networking, making friends, introducing yourself in a very positive way. So let's just cover some points. Well, the first thing is whenever you approach anyone who's British and you want to try to talk to them, you need to smile. That's really important here. Smiling can brighten up the darkest room, and it allows people to know that you're approachable and that you're not going to harm them. In some cultures, small talk and smiling seems a bit fake, but actually here it works really well, especially if you're at the coffee machine from work, having a Zoom meeting for the first time, smiling gives a really good impression. Okay, so that's number one. Number two is, as you know, small talk is when we talk about nothing. Okay, so it's a way of having a conversation which has value but not personal value. Okay, so for example, oh, did you get stuck in the traffic today? Or did you like that movie last night? Did you see the football yesterday? It involves staying up to date, but it also involves being relevant and being able to ask questions which are open ended. So that means that the person has to respond with more than a yes or a no. If they do respond only with a yes or a no, that may be a sign that they just don't want to engage in small talk. So it's a way of them saying, leave me alone, which is fine. You can just say okay and continue what you're doing if it's so obvious. If they're non-native speakers, it's possible they just might not know how to have small talk. A lot of people can look very severe until you talk to them. So don't be afraid to try. The worst that can happen is they'll answer with one word, yes or no, and then walk away. That's not such a bad thing. It's just telling you, I'm busy. It's not personal. Okay? Small talk isn't personal. The next thing to think about is make sure you listen to what they're saying. Listening to people makes them feel important. It makes them feel that someone's actually paying attention to them. And while they're answering, you can just nod, say, yeah, same for me. I had the same problem. Small talk can often be about difficult situations. Did you see the weather yesterday? What do you think about the train strike today? What do you think about the new boss? It's kind of designed to make you have a kind of negative opinion. That's just the way we are in the UK. We tend to see the negative rather than the positive, but it's not usually very serious. It's not usually very serious. The other thing is to make sure you keep up with current events. Okay, so if you're going to talk about the football last night and everything else, make sure that you have a lot of relevant information. Otherwise, the person might come back and say, "Football? What match are you talking about?" Or if you get a response like, "Sorry, what?" then you know that the person isn't interested. Just walk away. Okay, because that kind of facial expression is something which English people often do to rob you of your confidence. We're experts at that. Sorry. And they can sometimes do it in mid conversation as well. For example, you're on the phone and you start explaining your problem. Yeah, my problem is I haven't been paid this month. Is that something your department can? Sorry, what? What do you mean? What are you saying? That kind of thing English people do to deliberately put you down. So you have to start again. It's a way of robbing you of your confidence. So if they do that during small talk, don't waste your time. Just walk away, and it gives them the message, you should have been listening to me in the first place, or don't play games with me. Okay? That's important. Practice empathy, and that just means try to understand where the other person's coming from. If the other person is coming from a place where they might not know what you mean, or they may have problems communicating, then put yourself in their position and try and help them. Okay? If they're struggling to respond, or they didn't quite catch what you said, say it a different way. Know when to exit is the most important thing here. So, as I mentioned to you earlier, if you get some people who just don't want to listen to you, who just shut the conversation down with either a yes or a no, or what? Sorry? Or they wait until you're in conversation before they do that, walk away. Know when to exit. Don't pursue a conversation that isn't going to be worth it. It's not important, it's only small talk. Even though it's small talk, don't be afraid to share your opinion about what you think. What do you think of the new boss? Oh, I like him actually. He seems harmless enough. That kind of small talk is fine, but what you don't want to do is to share personal information. I'm going through my divorce right now. Yeah, so things are difficult. Buying a new house, finances are hard. You want to keep it light. Good small talk subjects. The weather. That's a really good one here. We can talk for hours about the weather. The showers on Saturday, the sunshine on Sunday, the time you went out without your umbrella on Monday. Great topic. Sports is another one. Do you like sports? Did you see the match last night? And you might get an answer, I don't like football. You can continue it. Really? Yeah, my son always says that. He doesn't like football either. I suppose it can be a bit boring. Try to push the conversation on, and then you can change the subject. Really important to talk about things which are of no personal meaning. So, weather, music, atmosphere in the office, colleagues, but not in a bad way. Maybe if there's a bit of positive gossip going around about who's getting married, that might be a good one. About the state of the kitchen not being clean, that might be one as well. About the new policy for having to show your security pass every morning. This kind of stuff is normal small talk. Small talk at the bus stop would be about the buses are never on time. Always running late, aren't they? Oh, I've been standing here for 5 minutes, And of course, the other thing at the bus stop is the weather. Be careful of your feet. It's icy. It was very sunny yesterday, but not today. Do you see the state of this bus shelter? There's lots of graffiti on there. Did you hear that they're changing the bus timetable? Did you hear the service is terminating? You have loads to talk about, okay? But the important thing is that you have a smile on your face, and you also are keeping far enough away from people so that they don't feel threatened by you. If you're standing next to someone really imposing on them, that doesn't seem so good. So make sure you're a good distance away, talking loudly if there's a group of you, so others can join in. The first time's the worst. Might take a little bit of practice to fine tune it, but just watch other people. Just be someone who's aware of how other people speak and get a good conversation going. We love that, especially about the weather. And it's a harmless topic. There we are. So that's all I want to say about small talk today. I hope you've enjoyed this. Remember to subscribe to this channel if you're not subscribed already. See you. Bye.